New Louisville Metro Police Chief Erika admits there's a big hurdle to keeping up transparency in the Louisville Metro Police Department. Backed up internal investigations, like one she says she discovered from years ago involving an officer she said had, quote, red flags.
The officer who needed corrective counseling action is going to get it 2 years, 3 years after the incident, which is like telling a kid when they're 5 years old that they shouldn't have done something when they were 2.
Shields also stunned that many functions are being handled with paper files. The Night Team's Heather Fontaine is talking with the FOP spokesperson, getting a reaction to the chief's concerns.
It's very hard to hold people accountable when you don't know where the file is.
LMPD Chief Erika spoke to Louisville Metro's Public Safety Committee Wednesday after a top-to-bottom review of the department by Hillard Heinz pointed to lengthy internal investigations, many lasting years.
I'm coming in here and I'm told I have 70 internal affairs files that are backed up.
Chief Shields says part of the problem is paper records and no automated system.
I just found this morning, I looked at one file. It was a red flag to me. Immediately, I had concerns about this employee. The file is 2 years old. He's had 3 incidents since then. That's a problem.
If there's something that needs to be corrected, a behavior or an action, there needs to be perhaps training involved with that. And the officers want to take care of that as expeditiously as possible.
FOP Press Secretary Dave Mutchler says they filed a complaint last summer calling for internal investigations to be completed within the required 180 days.
I mean, that's a half a year. So if that can't be done, then I think maybe there's a problem with the way we're going about investigating these cases.
During the meeting, Metro Council President David James pointed to another concern from the report. It said auditing and tracking controls were turned off, so you can't see who had access to an investigation.
Did we find out who turned it off, and is there an investigation going on about that?
I do not know yet. They're not getting a free pass, but I don't know yet if we've identified the person, and that I will absolutely get back to you on.
According to the police review, an electronic system intended to provide better information is under development. Mutchler believes certain cases should be allowed to be handled directly by supervisors.
It definitely needs to be streamlined, and in the most serious cases need to be investigated.
Heather Fontaine for the Night Team.